What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blueblood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, former Olympic bronze medalist, former WBC American heavyweight world champion, superstar boxer, Deontay Wilder, he takes to his social media and has a very, very stern message for undefeated two-time heavyweight world champion, British superstar boxer, Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, his rival. And he says that he's coming back for his belts in a vengeance, right? He used other words. I'm going to paraphrase. He says he's coming back for his things with a vengeance, okay? We know that it seems to be on the verge that we're going to get Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, highly anticipated trilogy in July. Now, Tyson Fury, he's been trying to maneuver around Deontay Wilder and the contractually obligated trilogy match that he's owing to Deontay Wilder, okay? That he's in debt to Deontay Wilder for. With that stated, he's been trying to secure a showdown, undisputed showdown with fellow countrymen, two-time unified heavyweight world champion, British superstar boxer, Anthony Joshua. So Tyson Fury, he has been trying to secure that fight. He's been doing his best to maneuver around this trilogy match with Deontay Wilder. But legendary promoter, top-ranked CEO and promoter who co-promotes Tyson Fury here in the United States, along with Queensberry Promotions, legendary promoter, United Kingdom promoter, and CEO Frank Warren. Frank Warren, he co-promotes Tyson Fury in the UK. So they work together. Now, we know Bob Arum, he recently did a few interviews in which he stated that he and Tyson Fury flew to handle the arbitrations, because Deontay Wilder, he took Tyson Fury to mediation and arbitration to essentially get what he's owed, and that's the trilogy match that they contractually are obligated to fulfill. So with that stated, Bob Arum says they flew out for the hearing for the arbitration, and Bob Arum, he stated that the hearing turned into a negotiation for a trilogy match. Now, recently, Frank Warren, he came out, he stated that Matchroom CEO and promoter Eddie Hearn, who promotes Anthony Joshua, he just couldn't come up with the proof of funds for the investment groups in Saudi Arabia to stage the mega, massive, undisputed showdown between the two. So it looks like we're going to get Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury in the trilogy match in July. We know that Bob Arum, he recently secured venues in July in Vegas, okay? And we know Frank Warren, in the interview he did today, he stated that according to his, reports and his conversation with Bob Arum, it looks like they're going to proceed in July. So he stated that there's no proof of funds for what Eddie Hearn is stating. Eddie Hearn, he stated that they could possibly get an announcement for Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua in this past Saturday as Canelo Alvarez took on Billy Joe Saunders. And there was supposed to be announcements. Tyson Fury was ringside. There was no announcement that Eddie Hearn, he turned and stated that it would be an announcement this week. Frank Warren said they had less than 48 hours to get everything squared away, because Tyson Fury is going to proceed with his July showdown, which would be the trilogy match with Deontay Wilder. Now, we know Deontay Wilder, he's back in training camp. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, they fought twice already. First fight ended in a draw, which saw Tyson Fury drop twice in that fight, and it still ended in a draw. And then in the second fight, he got a 7-round stoppage victory over Deontay Wilder, as Team Wilder, his former trainer, who's no longer training him, Mark Breland, threw in a towel, and he was relieved of his duties. And now Deontay Wilder, he has a whole another trainer. This was February of 2020. Okay, so now Deontay Wilder, he has another trainer in former heavyweight star title contender in Malik King Scott, who actually fought Deontay Wilder at one point in time, and Deontay Wilder got a knockout victory. Malik Scott is very, very, he pays very close attention to detail. He was a mover. He was a slick boxer as a heavyweight, so he knows a few things that it'll take to defeat a Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder is 6'7", probably going to weigh about 225 pounds. You have Tyson Fury, 6'9", 275 pounds. So he's going to weigh 50 more pounds than Deontay Wilder, and he's 2 inches taller than Deontay Wilder. So there's footage that surfaced. Obviously, you can see Deontay Wilder training with Malik Scott. He's hitting the pads. He's hitting, you can see him moving. He's focusing more on combinations. He's focusing more on slipping. He's focusing more on, essentially, he's focusing more as well. This is the video, the clip he just put up recently, and he stated that it's the big payback. He says he's coming back, to regain what he lost, and that, he's focused. And as you can see, he's working on feints. He's working on combinations. You see the combinations going to the body, hooks to the body, slipping punches, putting combinations together. These are things that most people said that Deontay Wilder wasn't capable of doing. He simply was just not a good boxer. Well, he's out to, prove everybody wrong. Most people have written off Deontay Wilder, okay? You have mainstream media, they're stating that, they don't want to see a trilogy. Everybody's pushing to see Deontay Wilder, face another opponent, which would allow Tyson Fury to face off against Anthony Joshua in the undisputed match, okay? Like I stated, it's been over 120 years since they had an undisputed heavyweight champion in the United Kingdom, and they're looking to cement history. You put Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua together in an all-UK undisputed showdown, well, guess what? You're guaranteed to walk away with an undisputed United Kingdom historic champion, because it's been over 120 years, okay? Unless that fight ends in a draw, you're going to get a resolution, and you're going to get the drought ended, okay? So that's what they're looking to do, because it's a win-win situation for all parties involved. It's a win-win for Frank Warren, Eddie Hearn, and essentially Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua participating in the biggest fight in UK history, okay? So that's the reason why they're so eager to secure this fight. So Deontay Wilder's out to prove everybody wrong. You have everybody saying that, writing him off already. They're saying that he can't box. He can't beat Tyson Fury. He doesn't have the necessary tools to defeat Tyson Fury. Well, you see him sharpening up his tools. You see him hitting a heavy bag now. Okay, you see him, in a whole different light than most people are used to seeing him in. Okay, most people are used to seeing Deontay Wilder, pretty much rely on his power. Okay, and that's no longer the case, as Deontay Wilder is now focusing on putting combinations together. He's focusing on, going to the body. He's focusing on, slipping punches, things of that nature, okay? You can clearly see that he's making adjustments, moving forward. He's, making changes to his game plan. He's already made a change in his team and his training. And you can see him hitting the bag. You can see the adjustments that's being made. So this is going to be very, very interesting. We are already heading into the middle of May. I'm sure we're going to have to get an announcement very, very soon, because this is more than likely going to take place at some point in time in July. And this is going to be a massive, massive event. Like I said, Anthony Joshua today, he came out and he stated that he essentially apologized to the fans for not being able to secure the Tyson Fury fight. He said he's tired of himself. He's tired of all the back and forth. He says the fans are tired. Tyson Fury's fans are tired. His fans are tired. And, he's saying that, it's time to, put more pen to paper and more action and less talking. Well, it seems like, Tyson Fury, as Frank Warren said, the funds are not there. The money's not there. They can't guarantee the purses. And Tyson Fury is looking to move on. Should he be victorious in a trilogy match with Deontay Wilder, then, well, guess what? He goes into, the Anthony Joshua fight and negotiations with a clean slate. He don't have anything hanging over him. In this case, he has the mediation, arbitration. He's owed Deontay Wilder. He's in debt for the trilogy match, so these are a lot of things that's hanging over Tyson Fury. There's a lot of pressure on Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury himself is in Vegas. He's back in training camp. Deontay Wilder's in training camp. So, I mean, those are all telltale signs in itself. So Deontay Wilder is letting it be known that come July, he's coming back for, what was once his. He wants to regain it in vengeance, and he's looking to put on a massive performance. By this time in July, we know that they're looking to Next week, they're starting to clear up, open up more, venues and have more fans in attendance. We know here in New York, you have the Brooklyn Nets, New York Knicks, the New York Yankees, New York Mets, and the Islanders and the Rangers, and they're petitioning to have at least 50% capacity of fans allowed to attend the live sporting events. So with that said, by July, we have Texas. Texas is wide open, okay? Texas has a full capacity of fans. Texas has a full capacity of fans in attendance. We saw 73,000 fans allowed to attend Canelo Alvarez and Billy Joe Saunders fight. So there's more fans allowed to attend sporting events, and by July, things should be opening up much more, and there'll be much more fans in attendance. So this is a fight where the rematch, the second fight, it broke the live gate for heavyweights in Las Vegas. So you can imagine with everything that took place with since the second fight, and in between that, you can imagine the interest and the intrigue is going to go into this fight. So we got to see how this unfolds and plays out. But make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all we got for y'all. Peace.
Oh, it is your boy Jada Kiss. Make sure you check out Blue Blood Sports TV. It's going down.